Picture this: a silent night, a dimly lit room, and the echo of your own heartbeat. Welcome, brave souls, to a world where the ordinary turns extraordinary and the shadows whisper tales of the unknown. In the quiet corners of reality, where the veil between the seen and the unseen is at its thinnest, there lie stories that can make your blood run cold. Stories that can make the bravest of hearts skip a beat. Stories that can make you question what you know or think you know about the world around you. Tonight we venture into the dark abyss of the unknown, where we have handpicked not one, not two, but three real spine-chilling tales that will surely keep you on the edge of your seat. Each story more harrowing than the last, each tale a testament to the eerie and the inexplicable. So brace yourselves as we delve into the first of our three tales. Our first story begins on a quiet street, in a house that echoed with an eerie melody. Nestled within this seemingly ordinary home was a grand piano, beautiful yet ominous, that played a haunting tune every night, precisely at the stroke of midnight. No hands touched its keys, no foot pressed its pedals, yet the music flowed, chilling the bones of those who heard it. Curious and a little perturbed, the family living in the house decided to investigate. They called in experts, paranormal investigators who listened to the spectral sonata and felt the chill in their spines. They could find no logical explanation, no hidden mechanisms or wind-up gears that could have been responsible for the midnight music. The piano was just a piano, except for when it wasn't. Intrigued, they dug deeper into the history of the piano. It had once belonged to a virtuoso pianist, a woman of great talent and tragic fate. She was said to have loved her piano more than life itself, spending long hours perfecting her craft. But tragedy struck when she was suddenly taken ill and passed away. Her last wish was to be buried with her beloved instrument, a wish that her family couldn't fulfill. Instead, the piano was sold, changing hands over the years, until it found its way to the house on the quiet street. The investigators concluded that the haunting melody was perhaps the spirit of the pianist, still connected to her beloved instrument, playing her music from beyond the grave. The family, though initially frightened, decided to keep the piano. They came to regard the nightly music as a poignant tribute to a life once lived, a love forever embedded in the chords of the piano. And so, they say, the haunting melody still plays, a chilling reminder of a past best forgotten. A quiet street, a house, a piano, and a melody that transcends the boundary between life and death. Our tale of the haunting melody ends here, but remember, the night is still young, and there are more stories to be told. Our next tale takes us to a desolate highway, where a lone car journeys under the moonlight. In the dead of night, an eerie silence hangs over the road. The only sound breaking the quiet is the soft hum of a car engine. A solitary driver, weary from a long day, is making his way home. Suddenly, a figure appears on the side of the road, thumb outstretched in the universal language of the hitchhiker. Compelled by a sense of compassion, the driver pulls over and offers the stranger a ride. The hitchhiker, a young woman, climbs in, thanking the driver. Her words are few, her demeanor solemn. She speaks of a house not far away where she resides. As the journey continues, an uncanny chill fills the car. The driver glances at the rearview mirror, only to find the back seat empty. The hitchhiker, who was there just a moment ago, has vanished into thin air. Startled and bewildered, the driver pulls over and searches the car, but the hitchhiker is nowhere to be found. Haunted by the strange occurrence, the driver decides to visit the house the hitchhiker mentioned. Upon arrival, an elderly woman answers the door. The driver recounts the incident, describing the hitchhiker. The woman's face turns pale. She reveals that the description matches her daughter, who died tragically years ago on that very same highway. The driver, filled with disbelief and horror, realizes he had given a ride to a ghost. The young woman was not a wandering soul in need of a lift, but a lost spirit, forever hitchhiking on the desolate road where her life was cut short. In the realm of the supernatural, the line between reality and illusion blurs. Our world intertwines with the otherworldly, and sometimes we cross paths with those who have crossed over. Remember, not all who wander are lost. Some simply don't belong in our world anymore. Our final tale brings us to the Emerald Hills of Ireland, where folklore intertwines with reality. In a small, secluded village nestled amongst these verdant mounds, there lived a family much like any other, save for one chilling encounter that set their fate apart. One evening, as twilight draped the land, they heard a sound, an eerie wail that pierced the tranquility of the night, echoing through the valleys and chilling their bones. It wasn't a creature of the night, nor the wind weaving through the trees. It was something far more ominous, the cry of a banshee. In Irish folklore, the banshee isn't merely a ghost or a specter. She's a harbinger of doom, a spectral woman who wails in the night to foretell death. The cry of the banshee isn't just a sound, it's a prophecy, a chilling announcement that someone's time on this earth is nearing its end. The family, well versed in the lore of their land, recognized the ominous wail. Panic set in. Who among them was marked for death? They huddled together, praying for the dawn, yet the wail continued, a mournful symphony under the moonlight. Days turned into weeks, and the wail of the banshee became a haunting refrain in their lives. And then, just as the folklore foretold, tragedy struck. The patriarch of the family, a robust man in the prime of his life, fell ill suddenly and passed away. The villagers whispered amongst themselves, the tale of the banshee's cry and the subsequent death sending shivers down their spines. The tale of this family remains etched in the annals of the village, a grim reminder of the thin line that exists between folklore and reality. The banshee, once a mere character in bedtime stories, had manifested in their lives, leaving behind a trail of sorrow and fear. So the next time you hear an unexplained wail in the wind, remember, some legends are born from truth. 3 tales of terror, each with their own eerie resonance. We've journeyed together through the shadowy realm of the unknown, where fear lurks in every corner and where the impossible becomes reality. We've experienced a symphony of fright, a phantom passenger, and a spectral scream, each story more chilling than the last. First, we found ourselves entranced by the haunting melody, a tune that wormed its way into our souls, gnawing at our sanity with each spectral note. Remember the cold dread that crept up your spine as the melody seeped into your consciousness, a relentless echo refusing to be silenced? The chilling dread of that tune, a siren's call luring us into a dance with the macabre, was an unforgettable experience. Next, we were taken on a journey with the vanishing hitchhiker, a specter eternally trapped in the limbo between life and death. The spine-tingling fear of that encounter, the shock as the stranger in the back seat disappeared, leaving nothing but a chilling whisper in the wind. It was a stark reminder that the world is not always as it seems, and what we perceive as reality might be just the surface of a deeper, darker truth. Finally, we faced the heart-stopping horror of the banshee's cry, a wail that could freeze the blood and shatter the soul. The scream of the banshee, a herald of doom, echoing through the night, signifying an impending doom. It was a potent symbol of our deepest, darkest fears, the terror of the unknown, the dread of what lies beyond. These stories, these tales of terror, have the power to tap into our primal fears. They reach deep within us, stirring up the ancient dread that lurks in the shadows of our subconscious. They remind us of the fragility of our existence, the uncertainty of our fate, and the mysteries that lie beyond our understanding. But the power of these stories isn't just in the fear they evoke, it's in the way they make us feel alive, the adrenaline rush, the heartbeat pounding in our ears. It's in the way they bring us together, huddled around the digital campfire, sharing in the collective thrill of the scare. It's in the way they inspire us, spark our creativity, and fuel our imagination. As we bid adieu, remember, the world is full of mysteries, and sometimes the most terrifying tales are the ones we tell ourselves. So keep the lights on, listen to the wind, and maybe, just maybe, you'll hear a haunting melody, catch a glimpse of a vanishing hitchhiker, or hear the cry of a banshee. But don't worry, it's all just a story. Or is it? Good night and sweet dreams.